Well, better now than never.
Just do it!
Hey guys, welcome to another top 10 list. I know it's been a while since I've maybe done one, but here's my top 10 favourite movies of 2024. Yes, it's already just February 2025, so you're all probably wondering why I didn't make this around after Christmas or something like that. Well, to tell you now, I had other things on my mind and I just needed to plan my list carefully, but anyways, let's just get to it. And before the top 10 list, here's my honourable mentions, which include Challengers, Beetlejuice, Gladiator 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, Twisters, Heretic, Paddington in Peru, For Substance, Moana 2, If, and The Bike Riders. All good films, just couldn't make a top 10 list, but what did make my top 10 was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Really surprised how great this was. I mean, of course, Rise, Dawn, and War was a great trilogy, especially with Caesar in them. So when I found out that this would be set in a different time, which made sense, of course, but in the same universe, I still thought it had a lot to compete with, but it still succeeded for the most part, especially with now focusing on a new ape called Noah. And I did a whole review of it last year, and I'm curious to see where the story goes next. So really enjoyed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Number 9 is Flow. Fantastic animated film about a cat, a dog, Nima, and Capybara, I think, who are like on this boat while the world is flooded. Plus, no talking animals in this one, since there's no dialogue, but it works perfectly. With the animals just simply using their body language and expressing how they feel with like the sounds they make. Had its emotional moments too, but really great film, and I'm glad it won the Golden Globe Award for Best Animated Feature. Golden Globe, just to be exact. Number 8 is Transformers 1. I love Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, and I have a guilty pleasure for the 2007 movie, along with Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. Not a big fan of Age of Extinction, really don't like The Last Night, but I think this might be my new number 1 favourite Transformers movie, because I think it has an incredible origin story about how Optimus Prime and Megatron went from friends to enemies, has plenty of cool action sequences and some heartbreaking moments, but still very good, and spectacular voice acting from Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, and John Hamm, just to name several. Whether you're a Transformers fan or not, I think you'll still have a great time with this movie, so check it out if you haven't yet. Number 7 is Furiosa and Mad Max Saga. Really great prequel spin-off to the Mad Max franchise taking place before Fury Road. I can't believe this one bombed at the box office, but still a solid film that focuses on Furiosa. I think Anya Taylor-Joy gives a great and really kick-ass, badass performance. Chris Hemsworth is awesome in it as the villain. The action scenes were epic, and the makeup looks really good too. It was definitely worth a 9-year wait, so yeah. Number 6, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Probably so far my new favourite movie in this franchise. Can't wait for the 4th film in 2027 and more to come, but it's been getting better with getting even greater with like each movie. Great scenes, Shadow of a Hedgehog in this movie, voiced perfectly by Keanu Reeves in this one. Jim Carrey always steals the show as Dr. Ivan Robotnik, while also playing his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik. So, 2 thumbs way up. Number 5 is Wicked. Really glad this ended up being great. I remember watching the stage musical years ago, and this definitely stays faithful to like the first act, because this is the part 1. And so I look forward to Wicked for Good, which is part 2 later coming out this year, which will be based on the second act. But love this movie. A great story about Elphaba and her once friendship with Glinda. All the songs are incredible. The performances from Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Peter Dinklage, Michelle Yeoh, and Jeff Goldblum, all of them crushed their roles perfectly. Can't wait to see what happens next, so love it. Anyways, number 4 is Dune Part 2. Definitely one of the films I really hope wins Best Picture instead of a certain film that has the most nominations, but it ends up being on the complete opposite of this list. But I'll get to that in my next video anyway. But really enjoyed Dune Part 2. Glad it managed to complete the second half of the first novel. Denis Villeneuve, once again, does a spectacular job. So I look forward to seeing more movies in the future, so love it. Anyways, number 3 is probably one of the very few and only good comic book movies of the year. Deadpool and Wolverine. Easily the best because unlike the others we got weren't so good, but this one it was easily the best of them and definitely one of my favourite MCU films of this decade. It was amazing seeing Deadpool and Wolverine team up. The cameos were the best part of the film, including various variants of Deadpool. A lot of people talked about it. Lots of people love it. Easily my third favourite movie of 2024. Coming number 2 is Inside Out 2. Did a whole review of this last year with Ben the Half-Blood Pirate. Go check it out if you haven't yet. But glad this one got some love, and I really hope it shows people that Pixar can still make great movies, and even Disney can too when it comes to animation. But anyways, I really loved it. Was really great seeing Riley's story as a young teenager and what it's like to be one, the new emotions with good characters. I love Inside Out 2. It was a worthy sequel, and was just as great as the first one, so loved it. But my number one favorite movie of 2024 is The Wild Robot. Sorry about the cough. Amazing, heartfelt, and really great film from DreamWorks. I'm personally rooting for this movie to win Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. Has a great story about a robot called Roz, who becomes the adoptive mother of a goose called Brightbill. Love the animation, the voice acting from Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, Mark Hamill, Catherine O'Hara, Bill Nighy, and Ving Rhames. All great, and it's easily my number 1 favourite movie of 2024. So yeah, that was my top 10 favourite movies of 2024, so what are your personal favourites? Tell me down in the comments, and thanks for watching, and may the force be with you.